Hi Bainbridge Island, I'm Blair King, your city manager. This is your city update for the week ending September 30th, 2022. At this week's City Council meeting, the Council adopted a resolution to rename the Waterfront Trail in honor of Charles Schmid. Charles gave a lifetime of volunteer service to Bainbridge Island. He worked to create the Waterfront Trail and believed in the importance of public access to the waterfront. He wanted everyone to have access to our Puget Sound waters. He organized many meetings over decades to see the trail become a reality, including pursuing the construction of a bridge across inlet between Bryan Drive and Winslow Way. The resolution to rename the trail after Charles had support from the community, the Park District Board, and the Schmid family. The Waterfront Trail will now be known as the Charles Schmid Waterfront Trail. A dedication event is in the works with more information to come. 2 proclamations were given at this week's City Council meeting. The City Council declared October 2022 Filipino-American History Month, celebrating the rich cultural history of the Filipino community here on Bainbridge Island. One way you can learn more about this history is by visiting the Bainbridge Island Historical Museum. The Council also declared October 2022 as Community Planning Month in conjunction with the National Community Planning Month. This gives us the opportunity to publicly recognize the participation and dedication of members of the Planning Commissioners, members of volunteer advisory committees and boards, and the professional community of planners who have contributed their time and expertise to the improvement of Bainbridge Island. We now have our first Poet Laureate. Bainbridge Island's Poet Laureate will be Michelle Bombardier. The selection process was conducted in partnership with Arts and Humanities Bainbridge, who nominated Michelle, and the City Council, who approved the selection. Michelle has lived on Bainbridge Island for over 30 years and worked as a speech-language pathologist for the past 25 years. Michelle also has a Master's of Fine Art in Poetry from Pacific University and has published over 75 poems and book reviews in literary journals and anthologies. Michelle's debut poem collection, What We Do, was a Washington Book Award finalist in 2019. The purpose of the Poet Laureate is to advocate for the arts, support and encourage the city and community awareness of arts and culture, and to enrich city events. We look forward to hearing more from our new Poet Laureate. Welcome, Michelle. The city staff presented the 2023-2024 biannual budget during this week's council meeting. The budget presented is balanced and covers a broad range of policy areas. The budget emphasizes maintenance, with several additional positions budgeted for maintenance. The budget continues to provide funding for the implementation of the Climate Action Plan and long-range planning efforts, which include the Winslow Sub-Area Plan and the Shoreline Management Plan. The capital improvement budget includes an additional $3.3 million for the bundled Madison Avenue project and nearly $4 million for the Eagle Harbor Drive Phase 1, and an additional $11.1 million for the Winslow High Water Tank. New electric vehicles along with charging facilities are included in the budget. A new Equity and Inclusion Officer is recommended for funding. The Council will review the budget several more times prior to the scheduled adoption on November the 8th. And the public will have an opportunity to comment on the budget at the October 11th and November 8th public hearings. With changes in the Federal Reserve interest rates and the impact upon investments, this gives me a chance to share with you how the city invests its cash reserves. This is a topic that does not receive a lot of attention. Our Finance Director, Mr. DeWayne Pitts, has some information and answers.
The city's investment policies only allows for safety, security, liquidity, and a return on investment. Those are our 3 priorities in descending order. We can't willy-nilly just invest our money in the stock market. That's not an allowed thing by state law, nor is it allowed in our investment policy or in code. The city invests its excess reserves in 2 different places. There's the Washington State Investment Pool, which currently has about $25 billion of about 530 local jurisdictions and county jurisdictions around the state of Washington. It also invests in the Kitsap County Investment Pool. I think it's important for the public to know that in these times of a very volatile market, that they should be aware that their investments are in a safe place, that they're not subject to some of the ups and downs that you're seeing with the everyday stock market, but they're in safe and secure place. And in fact, we're earning a higher return on our investments right now than we have in some time. So we can expect to see in our future a higher return on the city's investments.
For more information on some of these topics and all the city's news, please check out the City Manager's Report online at bainbridgewa.gov.